Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Oh, you know what? I forgot. I had a little device here to give you guys a better audio. Let's see. There we go. Let's get you better sound quality now. Hey. All right. So here we are, the peak of door knocking season. Ladies and gentlemen, I think I broadcast this a few weeks ago too, regarding the timing. And I just finished knocking on a door at 8 p.m. Ladies and gentlemen, do you have any idea what that means? That means that the door knocking season has hit. It is what? Saturday. Yeah, I'm door knocking at 8 o'clock on a Saturday night. What are you doing? Yeah, that's hardcore. If you're not out door knocking on Saturday night, what else are you doing? Well, your parents, your wife, your kids are saying, "Come play with me, Daddy." Oh, come on, sweetheart. Can't we play in the Bahamas? Can't you just give me this? Let me go make some killer money, and we'll go do Christmas in New York. We'll play when I get to New York. Now's not the time. If you guys want to have breakfast, let's go. But I got to go. There's money to be made. Make hay while the sun shines. And this is the hay day. Yeah, I just went there. Seriously, people. I just rang a doorbell at 8 p.m. It is, May 21st, Saturday, May 21st, 8 p.m. Well, right now it's 8:09. But I knocked on a door. It was clearly 8 o'clock, and I had no problem knocking on that door. You know, you got to be careful. There's a certain threshold. Like I said, when the street lights kick on, depending on how readily your street lights kick on, about a week or so ago, it was kind of overcast, and the street lights were kicking on about a half hour early. So even though it's 8 o'clock, you got to kind of watch the weather. And as I've always said, there's somewhere between the photo sensors that the houses turn on. You know, when you walk up to the door and a light turns on automatically, the photo sensor, because it's dark enough. If you see homeowners' exterior lighting turned on, chances are it's about to get dark. But if you see the street lights do that and the homeowners' lights, and you have to question yourself, I mean, especially if there's certain houses, certain floor plans where their corridor towards their front door is darker, right? So if you have a community that those corridors are a little bit darker, a little bit narrow and dark, don't bother, save it for another day. If you're feeling guilty about not doing enough doors, it's because you didn't start it early enough. It's not because you were doing it too late, okay? I never feel bad about it getting too dark and walking away. I only do feel bad when I am shortchanging myself when it comes to the knock. Well, here's why I'm so motivated today on a Saturday. Saturday morning, I get up and I say, "Honey, going door knocking. What are we gonna do today, honey? You wanna barbecue?" I'm like, "No, sweetheart, I don't want to barbecue." "Well, we got to be back by 1 o'clock to go do that thing, my son's football camp." "Okay, I'll be back by 1 o'clock. So here's what happens around 10 o'clock. I get up, have breakfast with the kids, hug and kiss them, whatever. I went out coloring. I colored with my daughter. We got her a coloring book, so we did a little bit of coloring in the morning. Had my cup of coffee. And by about 10 o'clock, I was out hitting the doors. I got about 4 or 5 doors in before a gentleman said, "Yes, I am interested in selling." I said, "Well, great. Where do you plan on going?" He said, "Well, I've interviewed 2 agents. It was on, though. I'm not going to go into the scripts and dialogues, but let's just put it this way. Within 3 minutes of a conversation, I had his name, number, email address, and his timeline. I got my foot in the door. I said, "Well, thank you very much. Hey, I'd love to send out my information. We'll keep in touch." I'll be honest with you, though. I'm going to go prepare an information package right now. I'm going to leave it at your doorstep. So how long are you going to be here? He goes, "Well, I might, I'm probably going to go run a couple errands." I'm like, "Okay, no worries. I'll leave it under your doorstep. Thank you very much. Have a nice day." I didn't want to close. There's a certain element of how much you can pitch someone on the fly. You can easily overwhelm someone on the spot. From the moment you knock on the door, you're not going to walk in there, razzle dazzle them, and have them say, "Come back with contracts right now." It's just a lot. You got to be really good, really connect. I mean, you've got to be really good, and I consider myself really good at connecting with people. I can get people to like me in a fraction of a time, but to get them to sign over $25,000 commission, that takes a little bit of talent. So say thank you very much. We'll talk later. Have a nice day. We'll take you in touch. I immediately stopped everything I was doing. Normally, if they're a hot lead, that's in a month or two, I don't stop what I'm doing. I'll continue the doors or whatever. But if they say they're talking to agents, you stop what you're doing, you shut off your phone, and you get over to the office immediately. So I put together a complete slam package. Went back to the office, put the complete slam package together, and half an hour later, I'm at his doorstep. Hi. Oh, he goes, hey, I'm still here. I said, oh, yeah. No problem. Hey, man. I wanted to present to you my marketing proposal workbook, my information. Please take some time to look at it. I would really love an opportunity to come back out and talk to you about what I do to sell homes and how I'm selling more homes than any agent you're probably talking to. No doubt. He sort of throws out the things like, I had never heard of you. And I'm like, hey, I'll be honest with you, man. I've sold 43 houses last year. And they were all by picking up the phone and calling, going out and hustling it. So I've never really worked the angle most agents work. It's all single family residents, but they're not the angle most agents work. I've been out selling real estate, but I've never gone in and said, I want to be a household name, and settle in. But I go, now I'm investing. I'm taking a different approach, and well, I'm here now. And believe me when I say, with my work ethic, you'll know who I am within the next couple of weeks. Don't worry about that. I'm fully capable of handling the job. Can I? So anyhow, we're having this dialogue, and he goes, well, you want to come in? I'm like, yeah, sure. Thanks. Walking in, have a little bit of dialogue, bada bing, bada boom. Next thing you know, he says, you know what, James? I like what you have to say. You just went from third place to first place. I'm like, well, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. You're going to find that's not a bad decision. I go, I'm the real deal. I say what I do and I do what I say. I promise you, no one wants this job more. I want to prove to you. I go, this is long-term thinking, and I'm telling, I got all these different scripts and dialogues to convince him that I'm being sincere. So as I'm walking, he goes, but I got to go. I said, okay, no problem. And I start walking away and let him know I'm ready to walk away. I'm not going to close anymore. And I do the Columbo. The Columbo move is so brilliant. Oh, by the way, when can I come back out and crunch the numbers? When can we talk numbers? He goes, well, I'll be out of town soon. I'll be back by Wednesday. Yeah, how about Wednesday evening? I'm like, okay, let's do Wednesday evening. Say 7:30. He goes, okay, that'll be perfect right after dinner. I said, okay, great. I'll see you then. Thank you very much for your time. Take care of yourself. I look forward to meeting you Wednesday. Bam. That's what I'm talking about, ladies and gentlemen. I went from a door knock at 10 a.m. to a listing appointment at 10:30 with a full-blown, market analysis, which is going to land me a $950,000 listing, potentially $20,000 to $30,000 commission by hitting the doors. And you're going to be like, oh, James, that's so easy. Hey, you know me, people. I've been knocking on doors every day for the last 2 months. It has not come easy. I still have yet to list a home in this town after thousands. I got to go back and check the numbers. It's got to be at least 2,000 doors that I have physically hit, which leads to, maybe 500 face-to-face presentations at the door where I'm talking to people. Oh, no, don't get me wrong. I've got like 120 bona fide listing leads, people with names and numbers. I'm getting, oh man, I have no doubt in my mind, ladies and gentlemen, that within the next 365 days, honestly, within the next 60 to 90 days, I'm going to be raking in 5 to 10 listings a month based on this momentum. You cannot have these skills and have this lead quality and count and consistency in generating more. And I'm not talking about unpredictable Zillow and pie in the sky Trulia and blessings from the internet gods or the upcall blessings. We're talking about me going out, lifting rocks, kicking tree stumps, looking for tiny little grubs, little morsels, banging my freaking pan at the river's edge, cleaning dirt, scraping the side of the barrel, scraping the bowl for resin. People, I have been just pounding the pavement and banging the phones to get this. And if I break this cherry, once I pop this cherry of your Belinda, oh my God, she's gonna love me. It's over. I'm gonna slap that bitch so hard, she's not gonna know what hit her, and I'm gonna dominate her. I'm saying your Belinda. I'm gonna put the explicit on here, by the way. Hopefully I don't offend anyone, but this is the kind of passion that I have right now, because I am just so effing jazzed about the momentum. And hey, I told you in the beginning, I'm not afraid. 2 months into this market and all of this effort, nothing paid off. No, man, no woman. As soon as I pop that listing sign up on the front yard, it is going to be a nuclear war on that community. You're not going to... People are going to be eating festini soup for breakfast. They're going to be opening their curtains and they're going to see my ugly mug in their driveway. It's just going to be on. If this homeowner wants to leave, I'm going to be holding open house every flippin' day from the driveway. I mean, it is just going to be the blitz of all blitzes locally. I'm not going to blanket the city with my propaganda, buy this home. Now, that's expensive. But I can completely control within my budget a very nice propaganda to drop something at their doorstep. Hey, Mr. and Mrs. Homeowner, nearby homeowner, guess what I just listed? Remember me? I was at your door. Hey, if you guys are... I mean, we're talking about first week, it's in a listing announcement. Second week, an open house announcement. Third week, it's going to be if you guys... Hey, fourth week, pick your neighbors. Hey, the market, I'm pushing it. Guys, if you know of anything. Fifth week is going to be a guy... Guys, the market is changing. Things aren't selling as fast. If you're thinking of selling, now's the time. Oh, man, if it gets an offer or if it goes in escrow, boom, reset that propaganda. Guess what? James Festini did it again. The top listing agent in the area has put another one into escrow. When are you going to sell? I mean, it's just going to be, oh, my God. People are going to file restraining orders. People are going to be like, this James guy, I'm telling you, if I ever listed my house, this guy knows what he's doing. He's on. He came out of nowhere, right? And then be like, who's the other agent? I don't know. Because I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, within 365 days of this town, people will know who I am. The agents will fear my name. The homeowners will speak my name. My name will be a household name within a year. How are you going to do that, James? By going to the door, getting the sign in the yard, and blitzkrieging the neighborhood. Getting myself to the door, getting a sign in the yard, blitz the neighborhood. Getting my sign, and just rinse, lather, repeat. Rinse, lather, rinse, repeat? I don't even know. Get your hair wet, put the soap in, scrub it, wash it out. Put your soap in, scrub it, wash it out. It's going to be an amazing year. And oh my gosh, imagine what's going to happen when I start closing some of these. I'll have a budget. Yeah, baby. Could you imagine now? I'm already manifesting it. What if I do get 10 of these and 5 of them sell at 700 to a million? Do you know what that's going to mean? 1 out of 5 of my sales will represent $25,000 spending cash. You know where that's going to go, right? Well, a quarter of it's going to go to my savings. A quarter of it's going to go back to living. A quarter of it, though, is going to go back. Well, a quarter of it's going to go to having a good time because I know how to have fun. I ain't taking it with me. But a quarter of it's going to go right back into the market. Could you imagine if I had a $10,000 a month budget in this town? Yeah, Zillow would love me. I'll pay them. You know, I'm not saying not to, but you don't pay Zillow unless you got money to burn, right? And you don't got money to burn unless you're doing the old school techniques of door knocking and cold calling, right? But once I get that, what's going to happen next, you know? What's going to happen? I'll pay the Truly. I'll pay the Realtor.com. I'll pay the mailers. I'll stick mail in mailboxes. Hell, could you imagine if I closed 10 in 1 month? Then I'll have like $50,000 a month budget? Why wouldn't I? If I'm making that kind of money, if I make $50,000 a month, why wouldn't I throw $10,000 a month in blanketing and go to the post office, go to my printer and say, how many of these can I send out for 10 grand? Oh, Mr. We love you. You can do 30,000 mailers. Boom. There you go. Boom. The city of Yorba Linda will see my name once a month. I will burn through money to get myself recognized so that within a year, I'm a household name. Within 5 years, people are coming saying, come list me. We see you everywhere. Come list me. 5 years. It's going to take that much time before you get the come list me's. Those are the come list me's out of the blue. But they're not including the come list me's from the people who have seen my name, because ladies and gentlemen, when I'm going to the door, I'm putting them in a follow-up campaign. I'm mailing them to them still directly. So if I've got 150, let's say I got 150 leads of people who say maybe, yes or maybe, in a year or less, I'm mailing to them twice a month. There's going to be come list me's from there. They're going to say, hey, James, we've been getting your letters, so I think we're ready to talk. Boom, come list me. But that's not passive. That's still an active come list me. I'm going out sending them letters and passively waiting. That is what you call a sniper mailer, not a shotgun mailer, right? A shotgun is just every door direct. A sniper is John Smith on 123 Main Street direct. You know, Mary Jane on XYZ Humboldt Street. Thisstreet.com. You know what I'm saying? I mean, direct targeted, not broad brush strokes. So, man, this is probably one of the most powerful episodes I've spit at you guys. But I'm jazzed, man. So what I do, I go knock on the door, get all bada bing, bada boom. I'm jazzed. Drive all the way out to L.A. Do my son's. It's a beautiful day in Linwood, and watched his quarterback training. I come back, and what do? I pull up into my driveway. It's 6:30. I say, honey, I've got about an hour and a half of daylight. I've got to go. And they're like, what do you mean? We've got this movie. We can do this. I got some beers. I got dinner. I'm like, babe. I'm too heavy for dinner. The movie can be held. If you guys want to watch it, go ahead. I've got TiVo. And as far, I'm too fat for food. We're too broke for movies. I gotta go. So my kids are like, no, Daddy, stay. I'm like, you're breaking my heart. Get out of my car, kids. I love you. We'll be here tonight. I promise I'll color with you. All right, Daddy, we'll go in the jacuzzi. Yeah, we'll do the jacuzzi. Get out. All right, bye. Good luck. My little girl's like, Daddy, get a listing so I can go to ballet. I'm like, I'm going to go get one. She's like, yay. I'm like, oh, man, that's what it's all about. Incentivize them, right? So I go and I take off. I hit 10 doors. Someone says, yes. As a matter of fact, we are thinking of selling. Great. How much is your word? Bada bing, bada bing, bada boom. Next thing you know, I got an email, name, number, email address. Bada bing, bada boom. I'm out. About 20 more doors. And here we are. 30 more doors. How many doors did I hit? It doesn't matter. I squeezed out, I would say, 2 hours of door knocking on a Saturday. I got almost $1 million listing and a hell of a lead in 2 hours. If you could generate one lead an hour, you don't do that on Zillow. You just don't do that on Trulia. You don't do that on Facebook. You just don't do it. How do you do it? You hit the doors. Hey, I want to encourage you guys to send me money. Because I know I'm just giving too much. So I want you to go to yourfirstdayinrealestate.com. And on the right-hand side, you know what? Better yet, go to PayPal. Send me $5, $10, $15. If you like this episode, if this is one of those episodes that you're going to download and save on your MP3 and go whenever I need it, because I feel like this is one of those that if I had someone telling me this message, I'd save this on an MP3 and I'd store it on my hard drive and be like, I don't feel like it. I would play back this episode. If this episode is worth $20 to you, go to PayPal, james@jamesfestini.com, and wire me $20. I'll know I gave you something. I'll know I penetrated your soul with my message today. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm feeling it. If I could just, I'm on the edge. I've been studying and manifesting some serious, deep metaphysical flow states. I've been meditating on some cutting edge mental breakthroughs that as soon as this glass ceiling of my mental state, as soon as the air is released from the balloon here where I'm not ready to pop, but I'm on the edge of bursting. If I can maintain that zone, you're going to see a lot more from me. So I want to get encouragement out of you. Put some money in my hat. You're walking by me on the sidewalk and I'm banging the drums. If you're going to stop and listen to the music, you got to pay. Okay? If you're going to stand there and watch me play my flute and then walk away and say, that was pretty good, that's not cool. You don't do that to the street merchants. You say, hey man, thank you. Oh, that was great. Oh man, do you have a CD? You buy the CD. So give me $20. Show me your appreciation. Isn't that petty? No, it's not. I think I should be compensated for giving you the gift of, I'm gonna go get back to work.